All right, we are back again to talk about one of the most critically underdeveloped, underused, and underloved body parts, the hamstrings. We need to build these hamstrings up so they can support your knees, they can help you support the squat and pull with the deadlift. I personally have suffered a huge loss in my results in terms of strength because my hamstrings have not been developed enough to support my squat and to help me assist with my pulls and my deadlifts. So we're here today to talk about how to bring these up and deal with the hamstring curl. So we're gonna start with, I would really recommend you to use one leg to start. So we're gonna use single leg hamstring curls. We do the single leg first so we can start developing that mind muscle connection to the hamstring. We need to learn how to flex your hamstring from extended all the way to flexed, okay? That needs to be a priority. So if you don't feel them, it's gonna be really hard to recruit them with the bigger movements. What we're gonna talk about today is we're gonna talk about either the banded or the cable assisted hamstring curl. If your gym has a lying hamstring curl machine or a seated hamstring curl machine, more than welcome to hit those up. They'll do the same effect as what we're gonna cover here today, but all the tips we talk about are gonna be universal. So starting with single leg, you're gonna have your one leg, you're gonna pull it towards your body. Seems simple, right? A couple key facts to look out here for. What we don't wanna pull with is you don't wanna pull with your calf. If you feel your calf really squeeze on the way towards your butt, you either gotta back down the weight or you might even have to assist with the other leg until your one primary leg is able to squeeze all the way through. So now that you got the idea of your leg bringing up, your foot is usually can be, I like to let it hang out relaxed. You can point it, you can flex it. Either way it works. Just make sure you keep that focus on the back of your leg, not in the calf. Also, you don't want to flex so hard that your butt starts taking over. If your butt starts to squeeze, you might have to hop off, roll your glutes out a little bit, stretch them out a little bit, because they might be a little too dominant or they might be even weak, and try to assist of pulling your leg back. If you do one leg, get the other. If you do want to do both legs, a couple recommendations here. When you're doing both feet, I would recommend have your feet out a little bit, spread your knees out a little bit. We don't want to have your knees really tight. We don't have your feet touching together, right? When they're touching like that, they're kind of supporting each other in all the wrong ways. So keep your knees apart, keep your feet apart, and really focus on nice, consistent squeezes. So now we're gonna get into how to set up a cable or a banded hamstring curl if your gym or wherever you're working out doesn't have that available. So you're gonna take a moderate resistance band. If your gym has it, you can buy them online as well. You're gonna wrap it around something that isn't gonna move. That could be a squat rack, that could be a pole on the wall, that can be anything that's not gonna slide as you pull on the band. So as you wrap the band around the pole or the squat rack, you're gonna take a hip circle or any other kind of small elastic band, you're gonna loop it through that main band, and you're gonna put your ankles all the way through the band, right? So you have something attached to your ankles so you can pull that hamstring. You'll flip over on your tummy, you'll arm crawl out, shimmy, 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 until you feel moderate, a little bit of weight. You do single, or you can do both legs with the band. I recommend starting with the single, feel it out. Once you get a little bit more connected to your hamstrings, you can start repping out a little bit heavier band or more reps with both feet. The only major mistake I see people do with the hamstring curl, it's pretty tough to mess this one up, guys, is they bounce through these reps, right? They start getting really fast, they're trying to be pop, 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 and they start really trying to get some momentum with these flexing, right? We want it nice and slow, feel the squeeze of the back of your leg, and pulling your legs to your butt. If you're on the ground and your back hurts a little bit, you're more than welcome to put a pad under your hips or a foam roller, give your hips a little bit of a off the ground, which should release some of that lower back tension. Keep these tips in mind. Focus on the squeeze here. This is gonna be really important in the long run that you develop and you strengthen these hamstrings because your knees are gonna thank you, your back's gonna thank you. Everything's gonna feel so much better when you have that behind the leg support as you move along with all this.